Michael Keating from Keating Media, Dr. Nelson. Do you think enough is being done by the media in venerating our modern war heroes? And do you think that sometimes the media can be overly critical of those heroes who stand up to participate in public life?
Look, it's a very important question. Look, it's easy to be critical of the media. I hesitate to do so at the National Press Club, of course.
We're all for free speech.
Because I might want to get invited back one day. But look, I think as Australians, generally we hold high regard and respect for men and women who wear a uniform, who have been deployed repeatedly over the last 20 years into peacekeeping, humanitarian, disaster relief and war on our behalf. I think one of the problems is that it's our comfortable lives breed easy indifference to sacrifices that are being made in our name, not only by those who are in the uniform but by their families and those who love and support them. We also tend to forget that the reason we are free, enjoying the freedoms that we have, is because we have basically given the responsibility to risk being killed and killing where necessary to other people. And context is everything. Judgments that are being made about elements of the commandos and the SAS and what they have done in Afghanistan are being made without a lack of context. We have repeatedly sent these highly trained, principally but not only young men, to Afghanistan and other places. We've given them lists of people to kill or capture. And now we risk making judgments about what they may have done or may have not done through the confines of a world where we can't possibly understand what they have been through. I've got to say, I'm very disturbed about some of the media commentary which attacks one of our most highly decorated Australian soldiers, Ben Roberts-Smith. There is a quasi-judicial process which is looking at a whole range of issues. I wish they'd get on with it, but let's just wait till that's done. But I say to Australians, I say this to you. On the 4th of June last year, there was a terrorist attack on the London Bridge. Hundreds of people were fleeing in panic, fearful from what was happening. A 28-year-old young Australian woman, Kirsty Bowden, she's running in the opposite direction. She's running into it, and she's killed. You ask yourself, what creates an environment where a person just amongst us, an everyday person, does that? It's family, school, it's a social milieu, but there's 100 Victoria Cross recipients. Dan Kieran's here, he's one of them. 100 Victoria Cross recipients in that Hall of Valour here at the Australian War Memorial. Amongst them the good and the not so good. Every one of those men, and they are men, did extraordinary things. 1 in 3 were killed in the process of doing it. Very few of us have within us what those men have and had. But we aspire to be a nation populated by people who do so. Where, I ask, where is the national interest in tearing these people down? Where? So you and I will have an enjoyable discussion over a beer, Michael, and when I heard Keating I was a little bit restless. But and I should further add, in 2013 I was defending Paul Keating, and I said, Paul, you inspired me to go into politics and now I'm defending you. I'd say I think the greatest speech given by any Australian Prime Minister on anything is the eulogy to the unknown Australian soldier, which Paul delivered to our nation in 1993. So, just for balance. So,
Everybody, please join me in thanking Dr. Thank you.